And we live. And you know what? Oprah is calling me. She's gonna have to come up here on the panel. Anyway, hello everybody. This is part 2 of Round Table Talk Chicago with Del Caesar, the Emperor himself. I had questions about Chicago, and who else could I ask? Welcome, DC, and the beautiful Bambi Marie and Oprah Winfrey will be joining us shortly. Hi, DC.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you for having me on the show.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Bam.
Hey, Miss Indy. Hey, DC. What's up, boo?
What
How y'all
up,
doing?
Bammy Bam?
Hey,
Bammy.
what's up, DC? Miss Indy,
Oh,
you good, love? You good? I told you, Miss Indy, I love DC. He said I'm his favorite YouTuber.
oh,
Already.
Uh-huh.
Already.
oh. Here is Oprah.
Okay.
Welcome to
Hey,
the stream,
Oprah.
Oprah.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey, babe.
we were just introducing ourselves. Well, Bam and DC are, and well, we're all pretty familiar with each other, so you haven't missed anything. DC, this is Oprah Winfrey.
Oh,
Hey.
what's up? What's up?
Thanks for
Okay.
having me back, guys. I'm gonna mute up.
Okay, let me just kick this off. This isn't going to be anything long or drawn out. I'll start off by telling you this, DC, and I want your opinion on it. You may have or may not have seen on YouTube, there's a channel holder by the name of Docudrama. Have you seen this channel holder? What he does is he talks about Chicago in the games, and he shows you basically the final hours of different gang members who have been killed. Mubu Crump, I think it was Wooski. You know, even if it's not, Lord forgive me, I'm not trying to speak, nobody, but all the high profile people, KI, Big A, all of these people. Are you familiar with this channel?
Yeah, I'm familiar with I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking
What did you
about.
think when you first saw the first episode, and do you remember which episode that you did watch from that docudrama channel, which I happen to enjoy? Go ahead.
Yeah, basically he kind of like really focusing on mainly rappers from those places, like people that was affiliated with like the gangs that was affiliated with them people that was mainstream rappers. You know what I'm saying? They're associated with the mainstream rappers really. Like like to doing videos on the 501, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, the old 51, you know what I'm saying, the GDs that's on 51 and which is basically just 51st
Now slow down.
from here.
Yes, slow down for the slow people like me. Slow it down. Okay, so 0500 is, you said, 51st. Now, was that 051 Melly that was in the news?
Yeah, like a few years back. Cause
Right.
he was the person that got killed at a party, you know, so it was there's a
Right.
lot of video that people saw in real time, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How long have you actually been in Chicago, DC?
Oh, my whole life. So my
Okay.
life.
You have any siblings?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, me and my brother.
I didn't
That's,
know that. All this time, I've been watching you. I never knew that you had a brother. Maybe I'm the only one. I
I
don't
didn't
catch
know he
it
had a
all.
brother either. I didn't know DC had a brother.
Wow. Okay. I know that you have children. How many children do you have? And at what age? What age did you first become a father?
yeah, I got four of them. I first came father, but
Huh? I didn't hear you.
I got four kids. I first came father was like 18. Yeah, I think I was 18. I'm not, yeah,
Okay,
18.
18. Okay. Okay. How will you prepare your children for living in Chicago, and do you plan to stay there? And I want you to talk to me about how it was, how what you experienced just growing up in Chicago overall, good, bad, ugly.
Well, Chicago is really a place that you make it, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To like even just to put it in the most simplest form, like it's really what you make it out here. You get what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And you become what you out here trying to become. Like true enough, in certain neighborhoods, it's innocent lives get took because people gotta have it over here. You know what I'm saying? The young guys and people who do the things that like that get a habit of shooting first, then starting to aim. So they'll see
Mm-hmm.
the enemy right there be shooting at the enemy. Well, those had a gun towards the enemy, like head turned and everything, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shooting
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. So the gun be pointed at those person direction, but they seen it hit the person that's behind them. You know what I mean? An innocent person. So like those type of things happen a lot here, which is a tragic thing. But mainly it's when you in a gang life and you out here, you putting in work, you out here associating. Like putting in work here is like to be associated with so many things. You could be one of the, you know what I'm saying, be one of the people out here, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You out here hustling, selling drugs, whatever, right?
How common is that, and at what ages do a lot of the boys and girls start selling drugs that you know of or have heard of?
Shit. My folks started doing that around 12, 13, 14, 15 at the latest. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
So that leads me to my next question. I was having a conversation with somebody, right? And I was thinking, okay, if I decided to move to Chicago, let's just say, I mean, in Chicago specifically, and I had a couple of kids. Let's just say I had three kids, ages 9, 12, and 15. And I moved there, I moved to the worst part, whichever part that would be in your mind. That's where I moved to. Unbeknownst to me, but that's where I'm at or whatever, right? If I
Right.
wanted to go and get life insurance for myself and my family, how much do you think that would cost? The cost of life insurance for our people out there? Or is it an arm or in the leg? Or do you think it's comparable to other states? Do you think they're taking advantage of it? I mean, do you know people who actually have life insurance? Because I'm thinking you would have to have that from birth. You know, I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'll mute up.
Well, life insurance it's common. No, it's not really a common thing here for like most people that like coming up in the generations of like let's say the parents of around the parents is around 45 to 35. That ain't really a thing that ain't too much even thinking about because all the other bills because everything else that they got to deal with here living in the city because shit rent high here. You know what I'm saying? Rent higher than most places. And every other bill that everything got to go through. You know what I'm saying? And then with the riots that been going on, every time they had rioted, this is the most recent activities. Every time they had rioted, next, you know what I'm saying? When the stores been opened back up, prices went up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So and
right.
prices went up, and not and the money that motherfuckers have been making ain't moved nowhere. You know what I mean? That ain't go up, and it's even like still harder because like it's still slow here a little bit. So it's mainly right now. It's like for the drug dealers, really motherfuckers. Like motherfuckers as hustlers, the hustlers is really doing
Well,
their
what?
thing. Everybody trying to scam now. Everybody trying to go ahead and get the little 10K, get these little government whatever. You know what I'm saying? Loans and all that little shit, and try to flip
Mhm.
things. That's mainly what motherfuckers be trying to do out here. So with the life insurance, that's really for the like that's a older like that's like really the older groups, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that they doing like having life insurance that's like on us and everything like that. But with like the overall rate, like yeah, it's higher than most places here, you know what I'm saying? It's higher than most places, especially when you put into the ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in that you're black. You're gonna get a little bit taxed for that, unless you live in like Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying? One of the decent neighborhoods over here.
Hmm.
You know what
What
I'm
do
saying?
you say to the people that say, you know what, with all that we know, or all that we think we know, because a lot of us, including myself, we just get our information from the news, social media, and they always seem to bring out the worst, and that's just with any city, but in particularly Chicago. Are they actually showing the worst, or are they showing exactly what it is, in your opinion?
Shit, to be honest, they showing exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, they showing exactly what it is mainly from what parts. So it's really, but it's more meaning behind what they're showing though. You know what I'm saying? Like they like battle not understanding and not battle not being in their culture, not battle not being familiar with the environment and the lingo that goes on with those things. When they show it, they just show it from the most simplest form of it. They just explain it to the most simplest form. Oh, just regular battles, but it's so much meaning behind that. You know what I'm saying? In other words, motherfuckers don't be innocent. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers up in this shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is out here, motherfuckers is in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like everybody in the gang, everybody's something. Everybody's something, you feel me? Everybody's something, you know what I'm saying? BD, GD, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody is something, but it's active. You know what I'm saying? Idiot. You're like, if you're active or you're not active, it's a different thing. You know what I mean? You put in work, you whatever, you get a decent name while you're older, now you want to have your kids, whatever, like, that's when you stop being active. And then motherfuckers know, ooh, but you still, whatever. You still got your name, whatever, but you're not active. Motherfuckers can't expect you ain't out there robbing or whatever, expect to be out there, you know what I'm saying, warring with the other motherfuckers over, you know what I'm saying, a few blocks over, whatever. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be getting hit, and the people that you be seeing on the news for the most part are active. That's the thing. It's so much. It's more meanings behind it. That's the thing of it. But they showing us like how it is. It just motherfuckers is out there active getting hit.
Let me ask you this. What would you say to the people? Because there are people out there, that are just, still, just totally shocked about the crime rate, in particularly the murders there, and as if it's some type of game or some sort of scorekeeping. There are people out there would say, why don't people just move? What do you say to those people to say, why are you there?
Shit, motherfuckers been here literally, not even exaggerating, all their lives.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just talking to one of the guys earlier today when I like we're just saying like it's different. Motherfuckers see things differently when they grow up into certain things. If for motherfuckers that come out, they come in and try to get taught those things. Like it's like when just you just see certain violent things and just certain things like, you know what I'm saying, crackheads on the street, you know what I'm saying, you go into the liquor store, when you go into gas station, you know what I'm saying, little grocery store, you young, you know what I'm saying, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, you know what I'm saying, when you, well, 12, 11, you know what I'm saying, the age when your parents are a little bit comfortable, you go into the store by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Crackheads out there, you know what I'm saying, asking your little young ass, you know what I'm saying, you got some change and stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like but
Mm-mm-mm.
it you see just certain things, those type of things like teach you, like it hit you, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different. Like with me, I saw those type of things like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I hope I never be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like actually, you know what I'm saying, out here bagging to the point where you don't give a fuck who you ask to shit for. You know what I mean?
Would you say that Chicago, as far as crime rates and everything else, is like anywhere else, or do you feel like that your city is in the caliber of its own? Do you feel like it's not just Chicago that's going through with the numbers and the crime that's there? Do you think every city has their stuff, or do you really think there really is something in particular going on inside of Chicago?
Me, you know what I'm saying? Because I did a little bit traveling, right? Got a little bit culture to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been a few places.
Right? I've
I
watched your
visited a
live
few
streams.
places. Yeah, I visited a few places, you know what I'm saying? I visited Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? I kind of visit Milwaukee often. You know what I'm saying? Visit, you know what I'm saying, St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Spend decent amount of time over there in Mississippi and shit. From what I seen, honestly, it's it's no different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers is acting like maybe because like every time I go down, I'm in like gutter places, and maybe because I'm like I grew up in the hundreds and you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, was raised grew up in low end and shit, different things like that, you know what I'm saying, project to hoods and shit like that. Like I like the little fast life shit, like you know what I'm saying, out motherfuckers out late barbecuing, you know what I'm saying, loud music, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm kinda used to that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So in a way, but from what I'm saying, like being from different hoods, whatever, it's no different really. It's just more faster here, you know what I mean, and more quick tempo. That's all it really is. Like it's just more like it's faster because like shit don't close early here. You know what I mean? Like mostly a lot of liquor stores say close at what, two in the morning. You know what I
Wow.
mean? 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But most 2 in the morning, right? So like shit ain't stopping here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go to certain places like shit. When I'm in Milwaukee, I be low key pissed, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get all your shit before 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know
It's-
what? Now, have you compared
and
their
Mississippi like
crime
that too
rate?
though. This is crazy.
Have you compared their crime rate? Because if they're stopping, you know, a few hours earlier, and then let's say they don't open back up until what, 6 a.m., or you can't buy liquor until 6 a.m. in the morning, as opposed to only having a 4 hour gap, you know, until you can rebuy alcohol. Did you see a difference in that? Or do you think it is a difference in that?
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, you know, so I can't stop. Motherfuckers is a bit more friendly, but here it's like it's more like a distrusting. Yeah, I can't stun on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is a bit more friendly other places, but here's more like distrusting. You know what I mean?
I
But
understand.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get around so much of a life because it's a big city. Like, we the third biggest city. You know what I'm saying? It's what, New York, L.A., Chicago, right? You know what I'm saying? Them three people. But shit, LA, all bullshit aside, they get busy in LA, you know what I'm saying, too. So it's like, but no, and that's like a pretty ass place. But the thing with Chicago though, we get so much light because we get all full seasons, right? We get summer, fall, winter. No, so definitely get winter for like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But it's like reason why you know what I'm saying shit go down because in the wintertime, I mean in summertime, and we got certain times of years. Summertime, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers out there is able to catch motherfuckers like it's motherfuckers out, you know what I'm saying? When it's cold outside, motherfuckers in. It's used to being tucked. Some
But what
motherfuckers
is
get
the
caught and
fighting
then some of the
for?
time, but it's motherfuckers get tucked.
What exactly is the fighting for? Do these people have personal beefs, or is this inherited beef that's causing all of the killings? I know a lot of it
It's
has to
both.
have to do with disrespect. Also, I hear, you know, some of the drill music in it and everything like that. So even in that, the taunting in that type of music, um, a person like me would consider that a death wish. You know, you talk about my family or put them in, you know, music and they're dead and all this stuff, and or saying what you want to do to me or something. I mean, so wouldn't they expect retaliation? And if so, have they just given up on their lives?
That shit go both ways, you know what I'm saying? Shit be personal and it should be inherited. You know what I mean? Shit be personal and shit be inherited. It be personal because it be between this and that person, right? And let's say, listen, motherfucker got so many enemies. Motherfucker got more than one person that's aiming at them. right? So when things happen, it be more than one suspect, but a lot of times motherfuckers claim certain things, like certain neighborhoods claim certain things. So it be inherited beef. Like motherfuckers from X amount of block of this neighborhood, right? Took down so and so. A little bit of time go by, you know what I'm saying? Like what, 2, what, 4 weeks, whatever. A little bit of time go by before, you know what I'm saying, work it out with who it is, you know what I'm saying, that done it. And what neighborhood are they from? All right, so now motherfuckers gotta retaliate for that because now it's gonna look weak. Because now it's gonna be like, all right, motherfuckers from this block just took down so and so. My motherfuckers finna just do about that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go, like y'all just really have motherfuckers come over here shooting y'all shit down. And sometimes motherfuckers like to be losing those damn battles and shit. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker blocks and whatever shit get, you know what I'm saying, get put down. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the beef go on for a while and sometimes one side just win all the motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit both, it be inherited. Like that music shit, they be the few and far. Mainly the motherfuckers that can get away, the motherfuckers that kind of like do it heavy, are the motherfuckers that are away. You know what I mean? Like the Vons and Durkin, they most of their time away. You feel me? Most of the time it's away, not in the
Mhm.
city, you know what I'm saying, not from a neighborhood where they can so they can be comfortable saying those type of things. Not like only a few motherfuckers like really in the hood still, you know what I'm saying, do some dissing, but even the motherfuckers in the hood, like even Reese, you know what I'm saying, hold that shit to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Say things indirectly. You know what I'm saying? Or say
Right,
things subliminal, not saying
right.
names. Like some motherfuckers, like really, when you just flat out saying names, most of them motherfuckers like gone because like motherfuckers is gonna retaliate for that because like you don't know motherfuckers got so many other people hit with them. It's not just motherfuckers in the game. Motherfuckers got actual bloods too, cousins, brothers, sisters. You know what I mean? It's so many other connections to could be to that outside of just what hand sign this nigga throwing up when he outside and the what way this nigga shaking up when he's shaking hands with people. It's even more to that. You know what I mean? Because his brother may be a lot of times motherfuckers have a brothers be in two different opposite gangs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, I saw
They
that.
sister got they sister got a boyfriend in a whole
Right.
opposite gang. You know what I'm saying? Sister got a boyfriend in a whole opposite gang. They cousin in a whole opposite gang. You know what I'm saying? Like so it'd be other different so many connections where that's when a block could get it known from doing X, Y, Z to this main person. Because after a while, when motherfuckers peeped that the police ain't really looking for the murder no more, and you know what I'm saying, when it could be comfortable word of mouth getting out where this came from, whatever. Bodies get named, bodies get claimed to. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers claim bodies to.
Well, I know, I see. Let me switch gears just a little bit. What about, I want to talk a little bit about organ harvesting. Now, wasn't really into it and I'm still not. But the first time I really heard of it was back in 2017, 2018. And at that time, it was alleged that it was really prominent in Chicago. Have you heard of that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was just that shit been going. Kidnapping has been going on here for a long time. And the
Kidnapping for
white,
the specific reason of organ harvesting?
yes, yes, that and you know what I'm saying trafficking. That trafficking that been going on for a long time. Honestly, like here when you see in certain parts of the neighborhood, you get warned about white vans at certain time of the nights. I would say the white vans you get warned about those like at certain time of nights. There's certain places you be at. You honestly get warned about that, you know what I'm saying? And we advise like it's never when you see a female outside walking and she by herself around let's say 10, 11 to 1 in the morning, 10 to 1 in the morning. she more likely a streetwalker. You know what I'm saying? More likely. You know what I'm saying? It's like more likely. Rare occasions, with some occasions, like, you know what I'm saying, like, sure enough to be some females be walking home, you know what I'm saying, from work and shit like that, whatever. You can tell the way they dress, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But like with that, because everybody know one thing you don't want our women to do is be walking places alone. You know,
Right.
so that's one thing you don't want to have here. Like nobody do that here. You don't want to have places alone. Like motherfuckers actually do get kidnapped too. It's crazy. Like honestly, like I even heard one myself just in the neighborhood. Like just certain things just happen like here. This they could be like honestly real TV shit you really do get warned about. Like when I was in high school, a girl actually got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? That van shit. They really warned you. Like teachers, like I'm at school and a teacher actually brought this up and warned, be aware. Like we see a van, white van,
Mm.
run. And this
She
over
was
here in the
never
car and
found.
shit.
She was never found.
Like
D-
a week later, she was raped though. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
She was one
She
of the
came
lucky
back
ones.
alive.
She was one of the lucky though. She was lucky the
Right.
fact that they did nothing but, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to say that somebody was lucky to the fact that they just got raped. The only
I
thing that had happened
understand.
to her, they was just sexually assaulted. But it's others that don't, you know what I'm saying, even can say that. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you like this. If you ever come here one day, right, we'll just go to the
Mhm.
same neighborhood. We'll just go to a random gas station. Just a random gas station, random neighborhood. You'll see a missing poster right there, and you'll see a young girl on that. Actually, you'll see like three young faces of three girls. Have you seen me? You with this age, days with that, whatever, may still look this age. Like that shit happen often. Like I hate to even say this, right? Because I don't want to even like make it seem like it's glorified or whatever. Like because
So how do you
it's
prepare?
insane. It should be cheap and shit.
How do you prepare your daughter? If you plan, well, let me ask you this: do you plan to raise your kids to stay in Chicago? And if so, how do you prepare, especially your daughter, especially your sons? They're going to have to walk outside. They're going to be enticed to getting gangs and things like that, as I'm sure that you have been on Stone, right? So, what
Yeah,
are you going to do? How are you going to handle that as a parent now?
as a parent, man, you gotta like teach them weapons, weapons here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them weaponry. Honestly, and that's the new way that I'm seeing everybody basically going towards now. Niggas is teaching their daughters how to shoot here. For real. Like females is carrying guns here now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we are teaching. We teach self defense. Cause that's the only thing you really can do here. Like this shit
Okay.
is like it's honestly TV in a way. Like all bullshit said is honestly TV shit here in a way because it's weird, it's creepy, and when you go to certain places, it's it's different sides. The east side of Chicago is much different from the you know what I'm saying from west side of Chicago. East side of Chicago, you will see a lot of all right, you'll see a lot of drug dealing and hookers, you know what I'm saying, streetwalkers over east. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And a both cast though, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful over there because you will see a lot of you know what I'm saying, boy girls over there.
Mm.
So you gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? That's where, you know what I'm saying, you out there, you get a lot of those streetwalkers and the boy girls over there over east, right? South
Uh-huh.
side, south side is mainly, you know what I'm saying, yeah, mainly gang banging and violent. You know what I'm saying? South side, you know what I'm saying, from the low to the hundreds to low ends, mainly the most violent part, where you get a lot of gun violence and gun shooting at. West
Mm-hmm.
side, the west side of Chicago is much different well, because it's a little bit calmer. They like to kick it more. They mainly just hustle, you know what I'm saying? More peaceful and like mainly just hustle to get a little money over there. It could be some violence and it go down over there too though, but you know what I'm saying, not as much as south side. Then the north side, you know what I'm saying, get busy in a way, but it's more where you experience Chicago, like if you got a little decent amount of money. You know what I mean? You got a decent amount of money. You over there, you
Mm-hmm.
enjoy theaters and know what I'm saying, decent restaurants and shit like that, know what I'm saying? Nice trees outside and shit like that, nice grass out there, whatever, whatever. Diverse place, know what I'm saying? A little bit more peaceful. But in a way, but don't sleep too much out there either, though, know what I'm saying? Can't get busy to an extent. North. And so it like so you got forward personalities in this big ass city. There's also when certain things go down, find itself to be small as well. Because we only got so many malls to kick it to go to the place, you know what I'm saying? Maybe run to a motherfucking Chinatown. You know what I'm saying? Never know. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a big place and a small place at the same time. So
Right.
you get different personalities. You get different personalities. Like the best place to really raise your kid if you live in Chicago is north.
Okay.
Yeah, you
North
know what I'm
Chicago.
saying? North side, because like that's where they'll be able to experience everything. They'll be able to experience all of the things. You know what I'm saying? Be able to go outside of the park, whatever it is, be able to experience it. But
Okay.
yeah, so but you know what I'm saying, the south side ain't, you know what I'm saying, well the south side better, but it ain't, well maybe because I'm south, so I'm a little bit biased to south, so
Yeah, well, we don't want to hear no biased stuff. I'm gonna mute up Okra Sinfree. If you had some questions for DC, I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna run to my kitchen for a second, and I'll be right back while you guys chat it up. And then DC, when I get back, I want to talk to you about some of the mortuary homes out there. Go ahead, Okra.
Hey, DC. I um I kind of like went over with Indy earlier some of the things that I wanted to ask you, and she already asked you basically. And one of those things was whether or not you thought that all of what's going on in Chicago is exclusive to Chicago. Because when she and I was talking, I was like, man, I've been to a lot of hoods, like all around the United States, a lot of neighborhoods, um, not just ghettos, not just low income. And I was just like, it's the same way all around the United States. Um, so I was kind of surprised to hear you say that as well.
yeah, yeah, like it's the only difference is we stay out later, really. You know what I'm saying? We stay out later so there's more opportunity for it. That's the only difference, you know what I'm saying? And we such a big city, you know what I'm saying, got a big name that it's kinda like, wow, here, you know, so this big place, like big city, you know, so Chicago's one of the places that motherfuckers be wanting to go visit and shit. So and to hear that like how busy it get down here. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, it really just get magnified, you know what I'm saying, it just get publicized more because it's Chicago. It ain't that, you know what I'm saying, there ain't that much, you know what I'm saying, difference when you out there looking for that shit than St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Milwaukee to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Mississippi, I know for a fact Mississippi get busy. Shit, them motherfuckers crazy down there. Um, yeah, so but it just because they stores and different things like that close late, you know what I'm saying? I mean close early. They should be closed at 8, 9 and shit like that. So a real city motherfucker, like I like only place I really had to feel comfortable with if I like no son if I leave, I had to be like no saying New York or something. You know what I'm saying? Well, or like Brooklyn, Harlem and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The cities that's in New York to like really feel like how I usually would feel, you know what I'm saying, city, you know what I'm saying, the city life because you know the other places. Only true difference I be peeping at is they shit closed early. You know what I'm saying earlier so motherfuckers like to bundle up on their shit. Well, we don't really have to bundle up on our shit. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the liquor store right now. You know what I'm saying? It's 10:30. I can go to the liquor store right now. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Other
Okay.
places can't do this. That's the only thing it is. It's
Okay.
more time on motherfuckers' hands for the drama that want to go on. That's the only difference.
Well, I've lived in 4 out of the 6 major markets, and um, these are metropolises. But I've also lived in some rural areas, and I was telling Miss Indy earlier from South Carolina to Cali, it's hoods everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You go down in the backwoods of South Carolina, You see the same stuff that you see in major cities. It's just less people, and like you say, it's at a certain point, certain things shut down.
Hmm.
Um, I personally do not see a lot of crime here in Richmond. Richmond has been number one um, in ranking for the murder capital of the nation. So, I mean, everybody knows that we're just as tough here in Virginia as they are in New York. I mean, let's face it, if we're natives and we some savages, are we not?
Right, right.
Are we not related? Are
Yeah,
we
we
not
made it.
distant and immediate cousins and sisters and brothers and stuff? We're all related.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying we all got it in us. We all
Right.
got it in us. The only difference is it's just more opportunity for it. You know what I'm saying? But we all got it in us. You know what I'm saying? You get it anywhere. But it's just more opportunity
Where are
for it
your
here.
leaders? Where are your aldermans and your mayors, and where's the governor of Illinois? I mean, for Christ's sake, we had a whole US president that came out of Chicago. I'm trying to I can't fathom why all these things are still taking place that you guys are talking about.
Obviously not,
Yeah, I don't know.
they're obviously not their priority, and it's sad. And you're right. And it's
So
sad.
why don't we get some people like us in office?
Shit, that's the move
Or
we're gonna have to make, but you know what I'm saying but it's things to that we're gonna have to start taking steps towards because our motherfuckers don't even know how to even try to get into office. So like we
yeah,
just gotta
but but
educate
but we
ourselves on
but
certain
but we
things.
but we figure out how to do everything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, start
Yeah,
educating
but
ourselves on certain
yes,
shit.
that's something that needs to be instilled in probably a generation behind us. There is an age limit. I'm sure we all meet the age limit. DC, I don't know if you meet the age limit, but it's just not that. You have to know politics. There's thinking that's not something you just jump into. But what we can do is try to mold and structure and show the people coming up behind us how important it is to even have that, that type of platform. But you and I are not going to go run and jump and doing, at least, I'm 48. I would have to, it's no, you would have to have the know-how. And it's not just about schooling. A lot of these people, I mean, they've been in it for years,
Well,
working their way up the ladder.
I'm gonna tell you, I stayed out of politics because I felt like it was corrupt and dangerous just based on the images that were illustrated to us on television. So I stayed out of it. But when I got sick and tired, I was like, okay, well, it's not fair for me to sit back and judge all these other people, um, year after year, election after election. So I jumped into it. But I had already been groomed for it. So you're exactly right. You shouldn't just, I guess, jump out there into it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but desperate times, what? Call for desperate measures.
Let me ask you this. Let me slide in right here. I wanted to go back around. What was the atmosphere and the mood in the air after FBG Duck was killed in
Shit,
Chicago?
don't 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 be around us. Don't be on King Drive or St. Louis.
I saw an actual like it was a bulletin from a police department. I do not know the specific one, but it actually said that in the stay in off these streets, and if you can help it, stay off that street that leads to this street, and basically just stay in the house unless you absolutely must. So again, I don't know of too many cities where the police officers, due to retaliation, gang retaliation, send
Well,
out
shit, that's
bulletins.
because, but that's because, you know what I'm saying, the nigga is really, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood. Like, he shot his videos in on his block. He really was on his fucking block. You know what I'm saying? He really
So are you telling
was
me
a
that
block
that's the
away from.
first time? So are you saying that that's the first time police have ever issued bulletins for people to stay indoors?
Well, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, for it to be announced in that type of way, yeah, like for the
So
first
there's
time.
never been a bulletin because you know I'm gonna go pull one up.
Well, shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like this. That bulletin went two different ways. It went from word of mouth and actual TV shit. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, this ain't even an exaggeration. Police actually walked the block or something. 'Cause, like, you know, if y'all watch some of my videos, like y'all people, I be on a Google, I'll be a Google or that, right? So that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know what Google is or whatever. Right? Okay. Police was walking on foot, hand by, walked up, was walking the block, doing their hand, walking on patrol, and they asked general questions. Like, hey, how things been around here? Like, so everybody, I'm like, hey, he just asked, like, man, shit was cool. And I was saying, like, hey, like, it's been okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything going on? Like, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? They really, motherfuckers was expecting, you know what I'm saying, retaliation. Motherfuckers know what it was, you know what I'm saying? So it was basically, motherfuckers in the street, you know what I'm saying? Hood motherfuckers already know.
Do you
It was
think the
already know,
people
do
who
not be
killed him?
nowhere on the first. You know what
Do
I'm
you
saying?
think the people who killed him will eventually stand trial?
Nah,
Being
nobody gets
that
out here.
being for the fact of who he was and the fact of where it happened, and let's be honest, the people that it affected in that downtown area, those who have the virgin eyes and not used to everything that goes on the south side and east side and all of that, do you think that they will bring up charges on somebody eventually?
Hell nah. Nobody get caught here for shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. You only get caught for a murder here in Chicago if you get caught at that scene at that motherfucking moment. You get away, you gone. That's the one thing about here. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, motherfucking police ain't out here trying to do their motherfucking job. Once you get away, you gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, like, certain things motherfuckers just know here. Like, when that happened, motherfuckers knew do not be nowhere near 71st. Nah, keep it 100. 60, 60th to 75th King Drive or St. Louis. Motherfuckers knew that. Oh, back. Do not be nowhere from them blocks to them blocks from that fucking distance. 60th to 70 fucking 4th. Do not be nowhere near King
I
Drive or St.
saw.
Louis.
Let me
And so
ask you
motherfuckers
this.
knew that shit was good.
I saw a while back. I don't know which channel it was on, but it was a drive-through mortuary. Like things would get so hot there that they didn't want to have people, having the funerals inside. So they would place the body in this huge picture glass window, and people would drive through just, single file like a drive-through line and pay their respects through the window. Is that still in existence?
Nah, they let motherfuckers in the funeral homes, man. They let
I didn't.
motherfuckers funeral
I
homes,
didn't
man.
hear you. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Nah, that they ain't going on. Well, I don't know. They probably still that Pacific spot probably still doing it, but they been letting motherfuckers in the funeral homes now. No, so I was at a funeral June 6th at AR Leaks. Said for one of my uncle friends and shit. They let motherfuckers in. It's getting a little bit to the normal, but motherfuckers being places with masks and shit on that. But
Yeah. Oker Sinfree, did you have any more questions for DC?
No, I don't think so. Thank you for being so transparent. It's
Right.
hard to get people to open up about what's really going on, in their neighborhoods.
Thank you
yeah,
very
yeah,
much,
'cause, like,
DC.
yeah, no problem. Like, no, since honestly, like, it's just like I said, like, it's really Only difference is we just got more time on our hands, man. My motherfuckers that be getting hit here are active. I just want to like, you know what I'm saying, let that be known again. It's motherfuckers that are active. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no innocent motherfuckers you seeing on the news and shit. These niggas are active.
I just would
Mm.
like to
No, so
ask
well, it's
you
not.
this.
No, so like some motherfuckers be getting hit. Like only thing to be tracked is like when it's getting kids and shit like that, or innocent mothers that be getting hit. But they only getting hit because they be behind somebody that's actually getting fucking shot at, and niggas ain't got no aim and shit. You know what I'm saying? They shoot before they aim. They shoot first, aim last.
It's
This
like
is
they
what I
close
would
their
like to
eyes
know.
and just pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I would like to know. If someone like Miss Indy and I did come and visit and wanted to actually engage with members of the community, how would they receive us?
Man, motherfuckers gonna shit really well past your ass. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, you gonna what y'all gonna be like trying to pass papers out or some shit, or y'all gonna be out there like with a
No, I was
on some
saying
soapbox shit?
hypothetically. I don't really
You got to
understand
be
the
here for a
term
minute.
soapbox.
You got to be here for a minute with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your face familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's nothing you ain't gonna be able to do like one or two times. I think motherfucker, nah, you got to be a familiar face, okay? You know what I'm saying? All right, man, she
And
been out
that's
here for
why I
a
stay in
month.
the hood.
Yeah, she been
That's
out here
why I
for a
stay in the
month.
hood.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah.
And that's why I stay in the hood. I don't be passing out no papers. I be engaging. I rub elbows. I don't be on the golf course. You know what I mean? Trying to help people on the golf course. I be in the hood. Trying to help
Right.
people in the hood. So I y'all make it seem like Chicago is like a horse of another color. So, I just want to prepare myself before I came up there and trust and believe, as a result of a lot of y'all commentary on YouTube, not to be real specific, I know more about, human trafficking and organ harvesting. So thank you guys so much for even talking about this, because not too many people are talking about it on YouTube. So thank you so much for being courageous enough to talk about it, so that
Yeah, I
maybe
mean, because that
somebody's
shit really is
child,
true.
you know,
Yeah, that shit
may-
really is true. Like, motherfuckers really do get kidnapped here. Like, that's not a fucking joke. Like, niggas really, people, they really do. I'm telling you. Well, listen, whenever you come out here, whatever, even one of y'all, we just gonna ride the public transportation. So we just gonna ride the L trains, right? Y'all gonna be safe. You would, and we make certain stops,
I will
you'll be
be at the
surprised how many
hotel
missing
room.
faces you'll be seeing.
I
You'll
will
be
be at the
surprised how many
hotel
missing
room,
cases.
nice and safe, watching y'all stream.
I ain't going to no hotel. I'm going to an Airbnb. I'm going to somebody's
Honey,
mama house.
well, wherever it is, I'll be watching. I'll be watching that stream. DC, I'm very proud of you, as a father, and I've seen you grow here on YouTube. From what I can see, I'm not in your daily life, and I just want to say, please do stay very safe and continue to raise your family. All right.
Oh
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you. So I'm gonna do my
I want to
best.
say thank you for being
Definitely
an
appreciate
awesome father. I don't know you,
Right.
but Indy gave me a little bit of history about you. And thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much for being in your children's lives. Thank you so
Right.
much. God bless you, man.
Right.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Honestly, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Okay. And thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the next round table talk. See y'all
Thanks,
later.
Miss Indy.
Okay,
Peace,
bye.
everybody.